There's a blessing, and then Balak, who wanted him to curse the Israelites, the Moabite king, he just saw Israel as a threat. He's fearful. He wants Balaam to curse them, but he can only do what God says, so he blesses them. But now we have more bad news in chapter 24. Numbers chapter 24. We've just had a lot of bad stuff happen to the Israelites. There was a rebellion. Miriam died and Aaron died. And now they're camped out outside of Moab. They finally get a little bit of good news. They get a blessing from Balaam, who I guess would be kind of like a tech billionaire. Like he's like kind of like a wizard, but he knows the Lord. He knows Yahweh. So Vayera Balam ki tov ba'aini Yahweh lebaruch et Yisrael velo halech kapam bapam lakarat nahashim veyeshet el ha-madavar panav vayesa Balam et oiniv vayra et Yisrael shehen leshabbativ v'tahi elav ruach Elohim vayesa meshalu vayomer, and here's the blessing. Naam Balam banu ba'ar unam hagever shetem ha'ain Naam Shemo Emar El Asher Mahazeh Shaddai Yahazeh Nafal Ugalui Oinim Ma Tovu Ohelicha Yaakov. How good your tents are, Jacob. Where was I? Mashakanaticha Israel, your dwellings, O Israel. So we have this mishtachavu, they're bowing down to other gods. Now, what does that mean? I think we can look at it like they are forgetting about their practices. They're adopting all the practices of the modern world, and the modern world is, as we see, is always doing different things. It's keeping up with whatever trend is going on, being obsessed with the Kardashians, whatever it is of the day, and you're forgetting about the right sacrifices, the sacrifices that God has given to us at Mount Sinai, and we're just going right back along, just like we were in Egypt. You're becoming, I said enslaved earlier, you're becoming enslaved to these new gods, these gods of power. That's what always happens. And then you worship the gods of power, and then it becomes cannibalistic. Even though we don't, sometimes you literally are eating humans. No, maybe not always, but it's human sacrifice. When you worship the gods of power, you're always it's going to spiral out of control towards human sacrifice, and then it's just different people, and it's like different people are getting sacrificed, and eventually it's going to come to you. Vayeshev Yisrael bashatim vayahal ha'am laznot el banot Moab. So when they were staying at Shittim, they basically were whoring with the Moabite women. Vetakaran la'am hazabachi, like sacrifice, Elohihen, to their gods. Vayachol ha'am ve'ishtahuvu, they bow down. So the people are going into slavery. In verse 4, we get some good Old Testament fire and brimstone. Vayomer Yahweh el Moshe kach et kol Arashi Ha'am, the like ringleaders, Ve'huka Otem La Yahweh Nagad Hashemesh Vayeshev Harun Af Yahweh Mi Israel. So take all it's have all the ringleaders of people going off worshiping these other gods, the gods of Baal, and have them impaled. Or they're also, that's the Hebrew's hard, but the priest Phinehas takes a spear and goes and stabs. There's a Moabite woman and an Israelite that ran off with the Moabite woman. He's kind of running, sneaking around, and the priest just goes and stabs both of them to death. And because Phinehas does this, God rewards him. God says to Aaron's dead, but to Moses that this grandson of Aaron, he's done well. He killed these two idolaters, and that's what you needed to do to avoid my wrath. And the fire and brimstone is just because we have to be serious about keeping pure and keeping these disastrous ideas out of our head. These existential threats, whether they are, I think it's just any kind of addiction. Anything that's leading you to become addicted to sacrifice your principles, sacrifice the laws, especially the laws that are set in stone. You need to have these moral laws that are set in stone. They're in the Bible. The ones that. So I've been thinking about this. There's a lot of commands in the Bible, but then you have some, and there's really the 10 Commandments that are repeated a lot. So there's some ideas where you're like, what? Some things where you're like, what's going on here? Like when, I don't know, like when Moses, God tells Moses to basically take I'm getting this wrong, but it's like the women have to take some potion. So if the man suspects his wife of cheating, she takes this concoction that I forget exactly what, but will make it apparent. And of course it's nonsense, and so, but that's not repeated a lot in the Bible. Like that would be an example of these visions that I don't want to say if it's misinterpreted, or maybe it's here's something to try out. Didn't really work out. Wasn't a great idea, so it's not repeated a lot. But like, keeping the Sabbath, that's repeated a lot. Not carving out an image of an idol, that's repeated a lot. Honor your father, mother, things like that are obviously of utmost importance, and they are repeated a lot.